to again today. Hope you guys are doing well and you didn't get any money taken by, in this Bybit hack. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. But that's the problem. We're still in the wild west. Uh, in this market, there's still really uh, not many controls, right? Part of that is because we have not in this country had um, in any administration that cared anything about the crypto market. Now, I mean, even Trump. Hey, Trump was guilty of the same thing back in 2017 to when his first administration was going on. But I think now he is definitely up to speed and they're trying to do something. Actually, of course, the last administration that just was ousted, thank God, they were even worse, much much worse. In fact, if things hadn't turned out the way they did, I can promise you right now, most of us would probably either have left the country or just gotten out of crypto altogether. Because I mean, who wants to be concerned about um, unrealized capital gains? That's just freaking crazy. Now we're seeing a lot of other stuff possibly not being taxed on our crypto, possibly even not having um, an income tax or anything like that. I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen, which I don't see why it shouldn't. I'll be honest with you, because it's unconstitutional anyway. I'm hoping that reason prevails in that way, because it's not needed. I know a lot of people are talking about it. How are we going to fund the government? All that crap. But see, what people are not realizing is, and this is a rant, guys, so just bear with me. What people are not realizing is that the whole point of Doge is to get rid of all of these uh, unnecessary expenditures. So basically, what we were funding was fraud. Okay, so when you just look at the government itself, right? Just the government, it doesn't require trillions of dollars to operate. I mean, of course, now because we're so deep in debt, it's going to require quite a lot of money. It still requires quite a lot of money, but it doesn't take as much as we've been dealing with, what we've had to pay. I mean, everyone paying well, I'll say this: government was actually getting, uh, I mean, trillions of dollars a year from our taxes to fund condoms. In what was it in uh, in Africa somewhere. I can't remember the country. I've even been there. I can't even remember the country. But but yeah, it's just ridiculous that all this stuff we're freaking funding. It's just crazy, and it's not necessary. So if all of that can be eliminated, I guarantee you, okay, I guarantee you, and this is the thing that people are not understanding. And me personally, anybody that's sitting here saying that I hear saying that, oh, we still need the IRS and the government has to be funded, to me is part of that system, right? That's my idea. Because if I heard this guy earlier today who was supposed to be this financial guru and all that, but he's talking about, oh yeah, but I don't see, we're still going to have an IRS. Getting rid of taxes is just, that's just no way. It's not going to happen. We still got to fund the government. Yes, the way it has been working for the last several decades, yes, we do have to be taxed. That was the whole purpose of getting rid of, or cause or creating the IRS. Okay, the whole purpose was to steal from the American people. It was not. There was no other reason. The oligarchy that got in power. Okay, they took power in 1913. When they took power, which is the central banks, that's when they started working on. I think actually, I'm not sure exactly when the IRS was created, but it was because of these central banks that that we started being taxed. and it was to steal from us. That was the whole purpose. And it just from there, it just went step by step further, like us our money. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering and all that, but just like the dollar being removed from being backed by gold, this was just basically a dismantling of the United States. That's what it was about. Until we got the worst of it, we just went through the probably the culmination of all of that work in the last 4 years, and we see that by all the fraud that was going on. I mean, yes, it was already going on before that, but the last 4 years, I mean, it was amped up probably 50 times over. I mean, I'm going to show you a couple things here, and then also the media. I'm going to tell you the legacy media. They need to be destroyed, absolutely destroyed, because all they have done is poison people's minds. Now, with all of that being said, okay, we currently have a positive an administration that is pro crypto, okay, and we've all seen it, which is it's absolutely wonderful. And I think we're going to see some, and I've mentioned this before, some beautiful things. Now, just to kind of digress here, a lot of stuff that I said previously in some of my previous videos, I was absolutely wrong. And thank God I was. Even though it does hurt, like seeing the bull run being kind of put off a little bit longer, it sucks. I was really hoping that we would see a pump before the inauguration and all that stuff, but no, it's not happening like that. And I think there's a purpose for it. I'm not sure if I'll get into it. It's just there's so much stuff I've been thinking about. But all in all, this fraud has to be rooted out. And what we've seen with USAID is just the beginning. With all the Social Security stuff. But okay, I'm gonna get into that. Let's just start. I'm sorry. I've just this stuff has been on my mind for weeks now, and I haven't had an outlet to actually get it out. So let's just go through the actual market here just a little bit. Of course, Bitcoin's been really kind of, going sideways, just like everything else for the most part. We've had some pretty vicious pullbacks, as you can kind of see here. We just obviously because of this hack, we had a bit of a pullback, but it wasn't as bad as actually it should have been, right? Compared to what we saw, what was it, a week or so ago. I think there's a lot more strength in the market now, and that's what kept us from seeing a huge pullback. Like I think it was here, the beginning of the month. It was pretty vicious. It's a pretty vicious pullback here, but I think the worst of it is over. And obviously it was because of we had a lot of I think it was a lot of shorts or something like that. But either way, I think the worst of it is behind us. We might see some more ups and downs, but I think our next big moves are going to be definitely more on the bull run side rather than bearish movement. So that's a good thing, and of course I could be wrong. We're hearing a lot of people talk about XRP can, go to. I mean, I've seen some ridiculous stuff: 10,000, 60,000. I mean, that's just. I'm not saying it's not possible, right? I'm just gonna say I don't think that's possible right now. I think because think about the market cap that it would have to be. Of course, there's a lot of other stuff that plays into this, but I just don't think right now. I think the markets, the other markets, aren't quite ready to come into crypto yet. So we're not going to see that. Maybe the next bull run, right? Maybe the next one we'll see not 10,000, but We might see some really crazy numbers in the next bull run. Maybe a couple $100, maybe 589. You never know. But I think in this run, it's very likely XRP could get to about $20, maybe $25. Even though that would be a over $1 trillion market cap, I think it's possible because of all of the institutions who are ready to jump on board. And I think Trump is going to really more so push XRP here just because of what it can do. And obviously you got your Bitcoin maxis out there that are crying their asses off, angry about Brad Garlinghouse house trying to get it's been crazy. These people are just ridiculous. So they want it shows you how greedy, how self-centered people are. It's just like, look, dude, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Bitcoin cannot handle a lot of transactions. It is slow. It is expensive. Hey, if you want to look at Bitcoin as gold, perfect. That's fine. A lot of countries are buying Bitcoin, and they're gonna hold their wealth. I personally don't think Bitcoin necessarily has to go anywhere. It doesn't have to lose its place, but there's room for other things, especially if it has the utility that's necessary. The speed, the transaction cost, all of that. If it has that ability, and then you have Ripple, who's working behind the scenes, it's making this work. It's making it better for us, for the whole world, really. Of course, this is going to go somewhere else, but that's besides the point. But yeah, I mean, XRP is going to make it much easier for us to utilize crypto, and we're going to a digital payment system, and it's nothing's going to stop that, right? Nothing's going to stop it. So we may as well use something. Let's just stop all the fighting. May as well use something that is set up to do that. So done with that. Okay. Outside of that, there's a lot of projects out there that you can probably really make a good amount of money on. I would definitely say if you have XRP, hold on to it. I know me personally, I might start selling at about $8, and between $8 and $15, I'm going to sell down to my moon bag. Of course, I'm going to keep a little bit of XRP just in case it gets to some crazy prices, but all in all, most of it is going to go. And XRP isn't the only thing I have. I got a bunch of different coins. I'm earning some yield on some things, and some things you might want to look at. But all in all, I think we're good. A lot of people were talking about that the altcoin run is is over and all that. No, it's not. It hasn't finished yet. What's happening, in my opinion, right now, what's happening is the institutions, the whales, whatever you might want to call them, they're buying right now. And this is one thing that I keep as a caveat, right? Because we don't know what's actually going on in the background. A lot of their transactions, or most of their transactions, we don't see because it's done, on that other market. So we don't see that, and it doesn't affect the price when they buy that institutional market. What is that? I can't think of the term right now. But all in all, we don't know when they pull the covers back, I think we're gonna see what's actually been going on. And when retail comes in, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Right now, there's just a lot of fear. It's just not going well right now. I mean, the market it sucks. People are scared. but it doesn't take anything for that sentiment to change. I mean, it takes very little, I'll say. So just a matter of a little bit of patience, a little bit more patience, maybe, another couple weeks at the max. I mean, I think we're probably going to start seeing some things, things turn around in March. Because why? Because selling may go away. Maybe not this, because of the 4-year cycle. I think it's very likely by, sometime in May, we're gonna go into what looks like a bear market, and it won't pick back up again until later in the year, probably in the fall sometime, which is the exact same thing that happened in 2017, the exact same thing that happened in 2021. So that's something we can probably look at. Just consider that. I know, again, when that happens, when we start dropping after this peak in, somewhere around May, I'm going to be buying again. I think XRP will again get around. I mean, it could get up to around $20. I'm like I said, I'm selling in my range, but I think it could come back down to about $1, maybe even just under $1. When things really get kind of scary. So again, I will be buying. And again, there's some other projects out there you guys might want to take a look at. A lot of AI projects. Yes, I know the meme coin market is not looking real good, but that's good. That's a good thing, because now that money that was being lost in, focusing on memes can now come back to the actual the meat of the market. What I mean by that is like Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP, all of these coins that actually have some substance, right? Even Dogecoin, I think Doge is still, I think it's due for some major upside. It just simply takes Elon to say one thing about it. And from Doge, just with that, a bunch of other coins are going to start to pump, right? That things are related with, Shiba Inu. Shiba, it has its own network set up. There are several different coins on that, like there's one called Bad AI. So just things to think about again. And I know this video is getting a little bit long. All right, so let me go ahead and get into this. All right, SEC may drop XRP lawsuit as pressure mounts. This is going to happen. This is not a may or whatever. This is going to happen. Why? Because why would Trump's administration, right, the new SEC head, when he gets in, why would he continue with a bogus lawsuit? It won't happen. Just like, where is it? Right here. The Coinbase lawsuit has been dropped. It's already been dropped, which is very bullish. So with that being the case, of course, they're going to drop the lawsuit against XRP. Will that actually do anything right at that moment? It could, maybe not. The fact of the matter is, when the market moves is when the market is ready to move. That's just all there is to it. We are in that the bull cycle, okay? The bull run cycle, that's where we are. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that when this happens, it's just going to immediately jump. We got to get used to that understanding. Yeah, you might see some upside, but it may not, if it's not ready to go, it's not going to go anywhere, right? Just like, again, this has happened. We really haven't seen anything. I think a lot of the reason why things like this haven't made any impact, just like XRP having an approved ETF in Brazil, it didn't really do a whole lot because of things like the Bybit hack. There's still, the sentiment is just not there yet. But again, it will change. Another thing too is, this is what I find funny. And this is the reason why I was saying that legacy media needs to go away. This is ABC News, and they're saying that Musk misread the Social Security data. Millions. Musk, look, whether you like Elon Musk or not, right? The guy is very intelligent. Not only that, the people he has working on this are more intelligent than, I'll just say, than the average American. All right? So, how in the hell would these people get it wrong, read it wrong? That doesn't make any sense. It makes zero sense, right? So, this is just, again, they're trying to cover for their criminal organization. ABC News, CNN, MSNBC, they're all in on it. All of them. They were getting funds. I don't doubt it one bit. So they have to deflect, right? So, of course, people were getting Social Security. 150-year-old, 350-year-old people, or 300-year-old people were being paid, not really, but being paid Social Security. That's what was happening. That was the grift. These people were stealing. And if that wasn't the case, why would the Social Security head step down? If he was in the right, why would he be stepping down? Because he knows he's a damn criminal, and these people are going to be prosecuted. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's going to happen that we didn't think was actually going to be able to, come about. But we're going to see. Look, we're what? A month and 2 days into Trump's presidency. And look at all the dirt that he's already uncovered. Right? Just think of how things are going to be in another 2 months, 6 months. The first year is going to be absolutely nuts. So I think we need to get used to, like you said, there's going to be so much winning. We're going to be like, this is just too much. It's just too much winning. I'm telling you now, this is going to be absolutely nuts. So, look, guys. And hey, here, Trump administration pushes to find new ways to drain the swamp. Hey, this is going to happen, guys. This is, well, it's not going to happen. It is happening. It's happening now. So just get used to it, and be patient as well, because I think some of the bad actors are also trying to delay the good things that can come from crypto, because this is going to benefit all of us who got in years ago, who were smart enough to buy in and get involved. We are going to win in this market. The time is coming for us. That time is almost here. Just be patient. It's coming. Nobody can predict it. Again, I just think there's so much going on in the background, just so many bad actors, so much BS that's happening. It's delaying it a little bit, but at the same time, while the prices are depressed, there are people buying. There are companies buying right now. So get ready for that, guys. Be prepared. Be patient. It's coming. And before I go, I must say, do not do anything based on what I'm saying. I'm just giving you my opinions. I am not a financial advisor. Again, these are just my opinions. But until next time, this has been Mr. Freecoiner. Take care of yourselves, and God bless.